or even go to online at WOCA.com. Wouldn't that be easier?
Yeah, okay, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's easier too. 22 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Drizzly out there here at the Paddock Mall. 37 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. Hope you're doing well. If you were waiting for snow, I don't think it's going to happen. Not today. You think, Robin? You think? It looks like
yeah,
it
it does. I'm just looking at
it. It felt like it last night. I was hopeful. I think I'm not the only one. I know you were hopeful, right?
Yeah, and the rain was so cold coming down because I kept opening the door and putting my face out there. It's like, nope, it is rain. It's not snow.
If you went up in altitude, though, Ronnie said it was melting on the way down, right? It was snow, and then by the time it got down here, it melted.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. A couple things I want to bring up real quickly. Last night was the memorial service for Estelle Benson. Estelle and her husband Earl were the couple who we can thank for resurrecting the Orange Blossom Opry. They didn't start it. This is in Wearsdale, and I don't know much about the history of the Orange Blossom Opry, but I've been there and you've been there, and it's a wonderful venue.
Yeah, we performed there, and we've also been part of the audience.
Yeah, not only is it a wonderful venue, but they have some amazing acts. I mean, they have some world-famous entertainers that show up there. So Estelle passed away. I think you probably knew that already. Dave Schlinker from the Star Banner went to the memorial service last night, and so he gave us an inside look as to what went on over there. So thank you, Dave, for the two wonderful articles he wrote, one about Estelle and one about the memorial last night. And one thing we learned from his article is that Roger Byers is the funeral director, and he bought the Opry. He announced last night that he was buying the Opry.
Really?
Yeah, and don't... Oh. Okay, so before you get upset that it's going to become a funeral home...
Yeah. No, thank you.
No, he announced that he and Estelle had been working on this for a while now.
Oh.
That he and Estelle, and I don't think that she knew she was going to pass away, but she was ready. She was ready to sell it. She was ready to... let it change hands, and I suppose Earl was in on this too. I don't really know. Yeah. By the way, there's a photo that Dave took last night. Hope I'm giving right credit. I think
Tuesday, right?
Was it Tuesday?
Memorial Tuesday night.
Oh, okay. I might have the wrong day. Yeah. But anyway, so there was the photograph of Earl. You remember where Earl and Estelle used to sit?
Yes.
Right in the front. They had their two seats. And anybody who performed at the Orange Blossom Opry knew that the two most important people to impress were sitting right in front of you.
Yes.
And the thing is, the lights are so bright, it's very hard to see anybody. But you knew they were there. And so the photograph that Dave took, and I apologize if I'm wrong about the photo credits. I think he took.
Dave probably did because
he's a photographer and he's a journalist, so I think he did everything.
He told us he was going.
But anyway, so the seat that Estelle used to sit in was empty. Earl is seen sitting there, and they put on a show. And I mean, there was a casket at the front. I presume that Estelle's body was in the casket.
Yeah.
Covered with flowers.
Oh.
And they put on a show. And, you have to think, is that unusual? Well, yes, it is unusual, probably the appropriate word. But it's probably exactly what she wanted. It's probably exactly what she wanted or would have wanted if she didn't actually spell it out for anybody.
Yeah.
And the long-term performers who've been there, I recognize the names, I just can't rattle them off. But the musicians who are there regularly were singing and giving loaning their musical talents to the farewell memorial ceremony for Estelle.
Oh my gosh!
Anyway, it was real touching, and
must have been so moving.
And for those of you who have never been there, Juice Newton is going to be there.
Cool!
She's one name I remember from the list of upcoming names. So the folks who bought the Orange Blossom Opry in Wearsdale will continue to run it. Byers Funeral Home. Let's see, what was the man's name again? Roger Byers, Beyers. So he made the announcement, and I guess the first thing would be so he went from being a funeral director to an Opry owner or a theater owner. And so I'm guessing that those who didn't know that this was going to be announced, when it was announced, probably had the same reaction that I think you just had, thinking that was the end of the Opry.
Yeah, well, I thought it was her children that was going to do it, so.
And I think they are. I think they're going to run it, but I think he's going to own it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know much about it. All I know is it's a wonderful venue, and for those of you, I know it's a little bit of a drive to get to Wearsdale if you're listening in Ocala. Mm-hmm. If you live in Wearsdale, then you know about it. It's right there, you know. And the funny thing, here's the funny thing, and I don't know if it's because I'm, knocking on 60 years old, but, when I was a kid, I don't know that I would have gone to a venue that primarily played country music. Although, let's be honest about this, it's not just country music.
No,
They've had great jazz performances there, and you name it. I don't know that they've had any heavy metal or any classical.
Yeah, they've had rhythm and blues. I mean, they've had wonderful stuff
Yeah, they've had a lot of good stuff. But anyway, so keep your eye on that. I'm not trying to give them an ad. I'm just telling you got a great venue in this community that is... it seems to me that it's under the radar, that most people don't know about it.
Right, exactly.
Maybe these listeners do, I don't know. All right, so I just want to tell you that. I know we're running out of time.
Well, thank you, Dave, so much for everything you do.
Yeah, it was wonderful that he did that.
Dave Schlenker's great.
All right, what did I want to do here? And there's a few things you should know. How come this isn't working?
Oh.
My mouse.
Oh.
The mouse has no tail on it anymore. The wire's so short.
My gosh.
Hold on, I got to squeeze this over here. Trying to answer the phone.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Larry.
Hey, Norm. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I've been in the hospital about 4 different times. Had about almost 20 sacks of blood.
Wow.
Oh.
And they finally got it. The internal bleeding stopped. And I'm getting back to normal now.
Well, that's your name, Normal.
Well, normal. Harry Hopkins. At any rate, they're speaking about music. It got awful ugly.
Music did?
Yeah, right now. Everything is agony, stress, tension, no dynamics, no variety of styles. I listen to the bumper music on some of the news media.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing, no harmony. It's strictly percussion, voice and percussion.
Well, maybe you're looking in the wrong places.
I can find music I really like.
Yeah.
But it's this constant Madison Avenue Drive.
Well, I agree, I think, but disagree as well. Because I know you can find it, but what you're saying is in the bumper music, like on the news and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the sameness of sound.
But in the movies, they've got plenty of variety.
Oh, yeah. All the good music standards and everything usually come out of Hollywood.
So so how do you like Justin Bieber? You like his music?
No, I didn't even know who he was.
Well, Norm, I hope you're doing okay.
I don't think that you can replace Ellington and Kenton and people like that.
No.
And the big band era. We had great music. There's no happy music.
Yeah, there is.
You got to search for it.
But it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. You want to look for it. But, they keep beating these kids to death. You wonder what's wrong with them. It's a triple forte all the time.
The triple forte. Don't you hate that thing?
Yeah, just loud. No dynamics. And, it's a shame.
Have you gone to hear, Norm?
Kids are great. There's a lot of great musicians around.
Have you gone to hear the Ocala Symphony Orchestra? Speaking of young, great musicians.
Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome. Trying to refrain from using the word.
I've got a cousin that is principal percussionist with a lot of different symphony orchestras. He's backed up everybody from Pavarotti to Doc Severinsen.
Oh, wow.
And he went back from Florida to Syracuse. And, there's great music and there's great talent.
Yeah, there is. I think if you look around, you'll see it. Yeah. Well, Norm, I hope you're doing okay. How many units of blood did you use?
Just about 20.
20?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, wow. I made four different trips to the hospital.
Oh. Wow. But you're okay now?
Yeah, they finally found where the bleeding was coming from and got it stopped after 2 trips.
Oh, my goodness.
And my hemoglobin was down so far that I was almost passing out.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I appreciate everything that I wish I could give blood.
You've done enough. You've done enough. Yeah, you've done plenty.
You know, I never have been able to do that because of medication, and I have malaria too. But that malaria, they keep telling you not to worry about it, but when you get there, they're skeptical.
When is your birthday?
The 23rd of February.
I knew we were getting close. Yeah, I remember we were getting close.
Yeah, I'll be 89 years old.
Yeah, wow.
By the way, I got great treatment in the hospital. I can't say enough for those people.
No, that's great.
I had a harem of nurses.
I bet you did.
That's even better. That's even better.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled so much that
That'll make you want to live. Yeah.
And I have support of my family. Excellent, super.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Norm, I got to run, but thank you for calling in.
Okay.
It's always good to hear from you.
Yeah.
I'm always listening.
All right. Well, thank you, Norm. Thank you for what you've always done for us. Yeah.
Have a great one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, and I knew his birthday was coming up in February. You know, his wife Lilith recently passed away, and she would remind us. You know,
Yes, always.
she posted online and stuff.
Yeah.
She could do Facebook pretty good.
Yes.
Speaking of new media and how can you teach an old dog new tricks? Well, yes, I think you can.
Yeah.
Or at least in a
At
person.
least in my case.
All right, yeah. In our case. All right, we need to push forward, and let's remember what he just told us about 20 units of blood, because that's an important part of what we do next with Galen Unold.
Yeah.
Because 20 units probably came from 20 people, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
All right, we will take a little break, and we'll be right back. Robin, you look tired.
I am. I've been running all over town.
Why? Why not drive?
I need to get this stupid document notarized.
Well, that's easy. You need personal service.
Duh, that's what I've been looking for.
You need to go see Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can notarize that for you, make copies, fax it wherever, or send it out in the mail. Heck, he can even scan it and email it for you.
Really? Where is he at?
2375 Northeast 25th Avenue, on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street. You can call him at 789-6683.
Personal Service Center. Thanks, Larry.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind?